These are other kids. This is just an accident. Just a couple of wild punks out raising hell.
I don't want to talk, I'm already gone. And I can't even listen. Called all my friends, yeah, they're on their way. And I don't need permission. No way! I'm the teacher, and you're the student. Pay attention and I'll show you how we do it. Yeah, get off your ass and dance. Forget about romance, and you can come here for the party. Come along, play my favorite song, the one that turns me on, and you can come here for the party.
This is Chris Abalo's podcast experiment, and I am Chris Abalo. Welcome to the show on this Monday, February 16th, 2015. You wanted it, you got it. They're back. Due to popular demand of our show just a couple of weeks ago, they've all come back. Ladies and gentlemen, returning to the show for the second of many more appearances, welcome back, John Karunas.
I just want to thank everybody for having me. This is like a monumental moment in my life, so thank you. This is great. It's great. Good to be here.
Norman Trotter.
Thanks.
And Candace Feltz.
Hey, bitches.
My mom is listening to this. I'm just kidding. She's not.
Hey, John's mom.
I can only
Hi,
hope
John's
not.
mom. It's going to be a very non-vulgar hour, I promise. I think. Feel free to switch stations or websites. Anyway, yeah, you know what? There was such a great response from the four of us doing a show together last month that we thought we should kind of make it a regular thing. Be nice to do maybe once a month, but depends, as long as everyone's available. But there was such a great response. It was, they got to come back. And we had a blast doing it too. So it was almost immediately like, we need to make this happen.
We had a good time.
Yes, you did.
I know I did.
I wasn't sure. With your man face stuff.
So,
Yeah.
oh, tip of the iceberg. We have many more.
Don't open Pandora's box
more
quite
things.
yet, Norman. We'll get to that.
Yeah, won't we? But first, little segment from a friend of mine. If you followed me back in the days of the only podcast that matters, then you may well know Andrew Rizzatello. And Andrew and his wife, Veronica, also a regular guest on the only podcast that matters, are expecting their first child in May.
Nice.
Babies. Gross.
And as a result, Andrew has started to document some of the issues he's dealing with during his wife's pregnancy. I was going to say their pregnancy, but obviously it's his wife's pregnancy. We don't do anything.
Nah.
We just show up for
We apparently
8
shoot
seconds.
videos.
Yeah, and that's
Check
about
this
it.
out.
So anyway, this is going to be the debut of what will be many installments of Andrew's audio series to be featured exclusively on Chris Abalo's podcast experiment, What I Didn't Expect When We Were Expecting.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew, and this is What I Didn't Expect When We Were Expecting. Let me preface this by saying 3 things. The first, I have allergies, which causes me to snore. We all snore. You'll catch anyone in the middle of the night snoring with their mouth wide open. Secondly, my wife has a condition called TMJ. It's something that makes her have to use a mouthpiece when she's sleeping so she doesn't wake up with migraine-like headaches because she was grinding her teeth in the middle of the night. Thirdly, I own a pug. Pugs are simply the living embodiment of snoring. They are the onomatopoeia of snoring. What I didn't expect when we were expecting was that this snoring would get much worse. If you could see the words that are coming out of my mouth, the word much would be underlined, bold, italic, and any other adjective that would make the word much stand out further. Picture this. I'm in the bed, sleeping next to my wife and my pug. And the cacophony of sounds that are coming out of the two of them
Hey, Cheyenne.
resemble
I know when it
a
ends, so-
tree chopping competition with professional lumberjacks and chainsaws with V8 engines on them. I have now resorted to sleeping on our couch. Not because I've pissed my wife off by telling her that she snores, but only because this is the only place I can find sanity and a full night's sleep.
Well, there you have it. Well, the many things to look out for: snoring and other forms of nocturnal aggression.
I'm out.
So, already?
Yep.
Okay. Just based on that. Well,
Yeah.
You know what? We're here to help. That's part of the reason for having these little segments on the show. On occasion, you might learn something. So that's worth tuning in. That's worth a subscription and 5 stars on iTunes, by the way.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
In other news, this episode will be the debut of full video episodes.
What?
That's
Oh my
right.
God.
I
So
told
now
you, Norman.
you can watch
He
the
told
entire
me nothing.
episode online, which is great, which people have asked because I've put up a few video clips, particularly. The majority of them are from the first episode we did together, the first live broadcast. And people said, oh, can we watch the full show? And I said, well, I don't think so. I don't think anybody's going to want to watch, but people have asked about it. So again,
We're beautiful. Everyone wants to watch.
well, yeah, it's all part of that
Thanks for
performance
saying
thing.
it.
Man.
Well, somebody should.
I said
So-
we.
Okay. Okay. I'm back. I'm back in.
Good grief.
Wait, are you talking about just the three of you or everybody in the room? Because
I mean, obviously you're beautiful. Look at that camera. It's staring at your
There should be a
face.
Thank
vote.
you. Okay, who's the most beautiful one here?
Hello. Is that even a question?
That's not a vote.
Let's just
Well,
move
who
on.
would you vote, Norman?
Myself.
Okay.
I would vote yourself too.
There's a revelation.
Okay, never mind. I was
me
wrong.
over. I vote
Norman
Norman,
is
too.
the winner.
Actually, yeah, I don't know if you can argue with that
campaign
confidence.
ad right there. It was sold me. I'm in.
All right, so let me start off our little conversation. Oh yeah, so links to the YouTube channel, etc. Go to chrisabala.com and you can find all that stuff. And follow on social media. Follow the show at KPod, Twitter and Instagram, and you'll get all the essential links aside from the home at chrisabala.com. So make sure you do that and subscribe on iTunes. Once again, iTunes and Stitcher Radio if you have Stitcher on your mobile device. Now, once again, as was spoken about a few weeks ago on the show, the East Coast is getting hit with another pummeling of snow. And I know. And people are just like, okay, I'm over winter. And I've been over winter, which is one of the reasons I moved back to Los Angeles. But people panic. They kind of go over the top. Now, granted, last time it didn't hit the region of New Jersey where I'm from. I think they got maybe 8 inches of snow. But the places that got hit in the Northeast, like 18 feet of snow. So it was pretty serious. So people were actually stuck inside their homes. But the big thing is, and it was actually trending as a hashtag, was hashtag milk and bread, because that's what everybody rushes out to buy every time it's a snowstorm. Candace, you're from Chicago, so you would know.
Why?
These two are West Coast brats.
We don't buy milk and bread.
Milk
we
and bread?
bought beer and chips.
Well, yeah,
Because you're an adult.
Because who needs
That sounds
milk
like my
Because you're
drive home
straight.
from work
and
every
bread?
day.
well, see,
milk and
that's
bread.
about milk?
That's what I'm wondering, because if you got, let's say there was a freak snowfall, which frankly, I would love for Los Angeles to have a freak snowfall.
People
just
would
to see the
die.
reactions. Yes.
The 405 would be,
More of a parking lot than it already is.
I don't
It
even
would
I
be
don't know.
worse than the 94 earthquake.
Yeah.
Oh my
well,
God,
I
here
wasn't
we
here
go.
for that.
Oh,
But
it would be worse. It would be worse.
so if you guys knew you were going to be stuck at home for a couple of days, what would you really, what would you hoard? Because I realize that the typical ones out here would probably be cigarettes and zero calorie
That
Red
is
Bull.
easily booze. Easily.
Yeah?
Oh, no question.
That's a thing too. Is people do drinking where they go out or they just buy booze
I'm
and
pretty
stay
sure
in.
that if I saw snow falling, I'm like not even wavering or hesitant on the fact that my first thought would be like, I gotta go get liquor because I'm gonna be sitting on my couch playing cribbage for long periods
As
of time.
you do.
Don't
Cribbage.
give me that face, Norman.
I mean, I don't think it's fair that I answer this question. I have been stuck at home.
Okay, so what was your go-to? What did you hoard?
We always would have an idea, so we would just order groceries because when you live in Chicago and it snows, you're a bitch.
Yeah,
and you
that's
don't
the-
walk
So
to
you
the grocery
ordered
store.
serious.
So I would order.
Snowshoes?
You're a piece of shit.
That was gold.
No, it's disgusting.
Don't,
I've mastered
don't-
the soundboard.
Stop that. Don't
No,
encourage
that
him.
was
No.
that was
Oh, God, it was
You're
awful.
welcome.
We got booze, so we'd order a lot of wine,
You're
cereal.
classy about it. This one over here. Beer and Quidditch.
I never said beer.
Norman, I can't wait for your
said
answer.
Quidditch.
Yeah, what?
There's a blizzard outside. Someone get me my broom and a snitch.
No, I don't even
Intense
know.
Go, someone, let's
Extreme
go.
Quidditch.
I don't even know the fundamental rules of
Your
Quidditch.
trunk
It's
doesn't
out.
matter. Just get on that broom and run around.
That's
You don't run on brooms.
yeah.
He's
I
not
don't need to
magic.
know-
He's a muggle. He can't fly for real.
How do you know?
I don't need to be playing Quidditch to get drunk and ride a broom around. Like that's just
That's just a Wednesday
It's
for
a
John.
It's
I'll
beer
get it.
than Quidditch.
okay.
Okay.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
what-
just snacks.
just groceries. You would go for
Literally
food.
just snacks. I don't need milk and bread. Like, it's not that serious. You're
Why
not going to
milk
be
and
trapped
bread?
indoors
Milk is
that long.
bad. Milk
I
is
don't-
bad.
yeah,
What
that's my logic.
Because they're the
Essentials.
staples. If you get whole milk, then like you can drink milk in substitute of a meal. So if God forbid everything in the world collapses in 2015 because it snows a few feet, you have milk and then you have bread, which is like it's expands, so you can eat a few pieces and you're okay.
That
And
sounds like
milk has like a lot of heavy
peasant's
fat.
life.
And you can clog the
Exactly.
you can plug the holes in the pipes with the bread.
It's no.
Short-term solution.
Got it.
Ancient plumbing
That's a
technique.
Californian
Ancient
speaking
Chinese
about
secret,
snow
huh?
right there.
Ancient Calgon. Yep.
Norman, over to you. What would you hoard? Knowing you were going to be stuck at home? Would it just be sleep?
Oh my God, men in champagne. Can we have that happen? It's snowing, guys.
Yes,
Bring
we
them.
can make that happen.
It's snowing. Someone ordered the Chippendales.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Grey. What?
Yeah, we can do that. Norm.
Is it real?
I think you should just order a bunch of male strippers right before the storm. Be like, oh, no, you're stuck here.
Chris, I'm not going to pay for it. They're going to just show up.
Do we
So
not
how is
have
that
any-
different from any other
I'm
day?
imagining the total opposite of like this typical scenario that you see. It's like always the fireman like, heard there was a fire. I'm imagining the blizzard strippers. They bust down and they'd be like, heard there was a blizzard. And then they strip.
I'd be like, I'm cold, officer.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to have to heat this one up a little bit.
All I have to eat is champagne. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
Cameras are rolling, John. You can fully.
Lord.
You can give
Let's
us
do this.
You can
Let's
give
get
us a
weird.
Yeah. This is an adult show.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, we can only go so far, but shirts off, I think, is fair.
Me too.
But they strip to Christmas
all the more
carols.
reason.
I'm all
That's
for
kind of crossing the
equality.
line, though. What if
Heard it was a
With
blizzard.
Christmas
to let
carols?
it, that can make things weird.
Maybe it's cold outside.
They're wearing a G-string and
It's
there's
right.
cold out there.
What if like a Jesus song comes on? Do they still keep going?
away in a
Yeah.
manger.
I was going for the easy ones. Let it snow.
Let it
things
snow.
like that. But
But we went straight to
Don't
the
worry, this
delivery
end of the
baby
table will take
Jesus.
care of stuff.
we took a sharp right turn at blasphemy.
Yeah, well, that happens.
I don't know. I think sex during the song "Let It Snow" would be weird.
Like, the tempo's really up.
But Let It Snow, if
Don't
you
go
ever
there.
listen to the words, it's the weirdest song ever.
Well,
Let
Baby
it
It's Cold
snow
Outside.
or
is-
Baby It's Cold outside.
Baby It's
Oh,
Cold
wait.
Outside's a
No,
rape
no, that's
song.
what I'm
Are we
thinking.
gonna let it
Baby
snow?
It's
Baby
cold
It's
outside.
cold.
Baby It's Cold Outside is such a rape song.
That's what I was thinking.
Stay
It's cold
here.
out
I'm
there.
gonna rape you.
Stay here by the fire.
Yeah,
Oh,
Stick
okay,
your
great.
hands up.
Thanks.
If you got pneumonia and died.
Yeah.
Best
It's
line
like
in this
rape
song.
and necrophilia.
Yeah.
Way to go,
It's like,
Bane.
yeah, screw it,
Yeah.
it's
A
Christmas.
plus. Merry Christmas.
This is
Everyone, have some nog.
This is like the Christmas
Yeah.
special of this show.
Yeah.
You just record it and replay it in December.
You people stranded on the East Coast who are tuning into this show on Tuesday, enjoy, because we kind of feel your pain, even though we have two California brats
Right?
here.
It was super hard when.
That's what she said. Go ahead. Go
I was
on.
wondering why you paused
Somebody-
right there.
It was super hard for me when I was at the beach the other day. So I understand how hard it is outside.
Why?
with
Because it got all the way
snow.
down to
It was
68
just-
degrees at the beach?
It was so brisk and the sand was hot. It's fine. There were whales.
I understand your difficulties.
Thank you.
That's a struggle.
So I'm just telling the East Coast, like,
You had to drive to get there?
it.
There were people?
I had to drive. I know there was traffic.
It's the
Other
worst.
people at the beach. It's the worst.
It's terrible.
Look, I'm the one at the table that can actually say shit like that because I've lived through
You had
that shit
the-
show.
I lived in Washington
Really?
for a while.
You did. That's true.
Yes,
you were
yeah,
like
but suck it.
You were a baby.
Chicago-
You guys don't know.
13.
You guys don't know anything until you've spent 4 grueling summers in sunny San Diego.
Yeah, John's a total California brat.
Goddamn, get right to California, goddamn
In all
burrito.
seriousness.
Snow in
the
the
temperatures
movies.
dropped to a low 84. The girls had to wear 2 bikini tops.
John's putting on SPF 15. This is what it's
Yeah.
come to.
Oh my God, you guys. So
I am
cold.
sorry, East Coasters. Stay warm.
Really, you've had to live through, because Chicago has some serious winters.
I'm talking like your bones hurt. It doesn't matter how many layers of clothes you have on.
Yeah,
I
it's-
used to have
it's
to
no
wait for the
joke
bus
in the
at
Midwest.
5:30 in the morning to make it to work on time, right on the lake, and it was like
What's the coldest it ever got?
The first winter
offhand.
that I moved back, I helped a friend move on New Year's Day, and with the wind chill, it was negative 45.
Fuck you.
Why would your friend do that to you?
I don't know why
John's
she moved
out.
on that day, but I walked outside and my boogers froze. Like immediately
In your nose?
crystallized in my nose before the boogers even got outside. And I was like, fuck this shit. And then I was carrying a dresser and I almost dropped it because I was like, I'm not sure if I'm holding
Why'd
it.
you have to move a dresser on minus 45
Because
degrees?
she had to move. She's like, I need to move today. And I'm like, okay.
Man, we
So
better
we
get that
moved.
dressing taken care
And
of.
Of all things.
we had to move dressers and beds. And like
If it's
on the
that cold,
fridge or
should they
whatever.
hire
I was like,
movers? I'd just...
Yeah.
no way, because the movers in Chicago were like, fuck you.
Yeah, even
no.
the movers weren't doing anything that day.
They're on strike that day.
Suddenly, all of them are like,
But you're my friend.
Yeah.
You're supposed to help me.
sick and
Wait a
shit.
second.
So that's the coldest that I ever experienced.
That's nuts.
But Snowmageddon was really cold because the blizzard of February was that right before I moved out here. 2011, I think,
That'll do it.
was bad.
Yeah.
Bad. We had like 8-foot snowdrifts the day after because the wind was so bad. So we went and people were like snowmobiling down Lakeshore Drive. It was awesome.
Did you make snow tunnels? I've always wanted to do that.
No, I got stuck in the snow because I stepped and I thought it was the ground and it was a bench and I was covered to my waist and I couldn't get out because I'm short.
I don't think I followed that. You say there was a bench under the snow and you couldn't get out because you were trapped?
Yeah. So like, okay, where we were walking, there was like,
Let's take another lap
what I
around this.
literally found, it was like a bench and the snow was so big that I stepped with what I thought was snow.
Okay.
And what my foot hit ended up being the bench because I knew it was there, but I could only hit my toe and it was up to my hip and I got stuck because it wasn't the ground.
There you have it.
So I just laid on the top of the snow with my one leg. I was like, hey.
You're never crossing the California state line again, are you, John?
It was beautiful.
Only to go to Vegas.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That sounds miserable.
I don't know.
No, it's so fun. I love it.
I think when we have the Cape Road show that we should do, the four of us should do a tour during the winter to bring laughs, bring comedy to the frigid. I think we should do that. So John and Norman can experience a proper winter.
I feel like
Could you
I would
are you
step
in?
off.
I can tell
I'm
you're in.
100% in.
I feel like I would step
I'm
off
always
the
in.
plane and just like cryogenically freeze, like in mid motion, like
John is 54. Oh,
just
you're
be
the
frozen.
T1000.
my body doesn't know. It doesn't comprehend that. I've read about it in books, but it's just I don't.
I saw
don't
Christmas
think
Vacation. I don't get it. But
I've seen some pretty crazy weather, but like negative 40. I went to an ice bar one time. Does that count?
No.
No.
Okay,
no,
then I'm
'cause
out.
alcohol kept you warm. That's cheating.
This is so miserable.
Yeah. No.
Garçon,
If you just
please.
if you took out a fifth of whiskey, that's corking the bat. That's not dealing with winter.
That's true.
I don't think so.
No.
Or is it?
Winter has the upper hand.
That's why everybody in Chicago is drunk, so it's fine.
I'm like, it's cold. It's
For 6 months out of the year, everyone's like, how are you? I'm so good. I'm so good. It's like the weather's not even a
I
thing.
didn't even feel
So don't
this
even worry about
winter.
it.
Do prices for liquor go up in the winter then?
Like
No,
gas.
thing over
prices
there?
for liquor are just stupid high there anyway. They don't go up
They know what's
anytime.
coming.
It's just like everyone's miserable all the
'Cause they
time.
live in
because
the
it's like
Midwest and
6
they're like,
months
fuck
is
that.
snowing, then it's like 2.5 months is raining, and then you get like 2 months and everyone's celebrating and drunk because it's nice outside. So there's basically it's 12 months of drunk.
That sounds like a really happy place.
It is. People are actually enjoying
If it
it.
wasn't for the goddamn weather,
If it wasn't
John
for
would
the
be
6
there.
months of
God,
winter,
I'm surprised your crime rate's that high.
Yeah, who the hell's going
we gotta keep it
outside?
exciting some way.
Jeez. People are getting killed so that they can crawl inside the bodies like in Star Wars to keep
Yeah,
warm.
like it's God, no.
So it melts just bodies everywhere?
Yes.
That's horrifying.
You-
I thought
Clearly
Norman
never
smelled
been to
bad from the
Chicago.
outside.
How
No, if I
dare
crossed
you.
the line. Okay.
Chris,
All right.
I never smell bad.
Well, things just got taken to it.
Yeah. Well, time
get
to
serious.
pass the
It's for
ball.
the homies.
John, what do you got?
All right,
Okay.
here's my question. Here's my question for you. It's a simple question, but I truly believe that there's a potential for loaded answers here. And it goes like this.
we selling alcohol?
No.
loaded answers?
No, we're taking a hard left.
Is it serious?
No. Well, I mean, you can go in any direction with it. This is my question for the table. What happened to movies?
I hate you.
And
what
these are my two examples. These are my two examples.
Give us.
I remember a time when movies were as simple and enjoyable as like Mr. Mom. Remember when like the plots and the execution were just simple? Like movies like Mr. Mom and just all, if you think about like your favorite movies from the 80s, like The Sandlot, that's a simple plot. They don't make
That was on
movies.
TV today.
That's 90s, but
You know what I mean.
It's timely.
I'm
The
just-
Breakfast
I'm going-
Club
yeah.
is 30 years.
But
Bunch of
like
kids in detention.
The simple plot movie does not exist anymore. It's like if it's not based on a book, if it's not a prequel or a sequel, if it's not a reboot of something, if it's simple, it's like, that's no good. A movie like Blank Check doesn't exist anymore.
We're talking more mainstream. We still have some indie films that follow that same guideline, though.
Okay.
But he's talking about mainstream. But those were mainstream movies.
Those were
like
mainstream
Breakfast Club,
movies
Mr. Mom, 16 Candles.
Dude,
Those
Blank
were
Check was
mainstream
huge
movies.
when I was a kid.
It
Was
was.
it?
I mean, that was
What
like
was
90.
it?
That was like
like
Ben
90.
Affleck.
What is it?
Blank Check when the kid gets
Blank
a blank
Kid
check.
gets the
It
blank
was,
check.
yeah, it was like 93,
Oh, no, I was
I
thinking
think.
Paycheck too.
I was thinking paycheck too. I was like,
I was like, that movie's not really simple.
It's
but
11
that's
years
fine.
old.
I mean, it's okay.
Why are you talking about
Guys, remember when I was
Blank
16 and movies were so much more simple.
I remember like movies like Interstellar.
Okay, but is it what happened to movies, or is it just the fact that you got older?
No, because those don't even exist, I think, for kids anymore.
I'd agree. Well, the PG movies kind of almost gone by the wayside.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's
the
like
thing,
Mr. Mom was a PG
It's
movie.
either,
yeah,
it's
well, we've
either
eliminated that
animation,
anyway.
it's either like an animation movie, an animated movie, or you jump straight to like some gritty story with some indie films sprinkled in between, but they're not celebrated like mainstream movies like they were for us when we were younger. And I don't think that's because I'm getting older. I think that's because the quality and the focus of the film industry and the focus, I think, has changed completely.
I'd agree with that.
They don't even bother with those kinds of
Because
movies anymore.
the biggest tension in Mr. Mom was like, the wife's boss is coming over. What am I going to do?
Right. And you think about that
I got to
now.
shave. That
Think
doesn't
it-
exist.
And if you were to take that plot to a production company now or a film studio, like, okay, so dad works, mom doesn't. Dad gets fired, mom goes to work. Okay?
Nah, too
That's
high
pretty
concept.
much as far as I've gotten right
Too
now.
high concept. Give us
But
a
that's why
log
it's
line.
like, it doesn't exist anymore.
I think you're right.
So what happened? What happened?
I don't
think
know if there's an easy transition.
Well, like movies like The Sandlot, I mean, kids don't have pickup games of ball anymore.
That's
like,
true.
Everybody's got their head up a computer's ass.
Everyone's looking
The
at a
Sandlot
screen.
now,
Every-
the Sandlot
no,
now is like kids
like,
getting together in a room and like
it's like-
playing on their laptops
Yeah,
together.
it's like
That's the Sandlot.
the new fucking video
is.
game that
The
they're all
Cyber Sandlot.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I think that
That's gonna happen
changed
now.
it
You
entirely
just put it
because
out there.
The
Cyber
Sandlot.
Sandlot. You heard it here first.
It's funny, too. You know what?
We're writing it, so nobody fuck with that.
That's fine.
All
I
right,
realize
that's
we're going
ours.
out live, but nobody can take that.
Wait, is the dog be like a pedophile this time?
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's 2015, of course.
Why?
The dog. Speaking
name
of
is
dogs,
Hercules.
Turner and Hooch. Let's talk about that.
I like Turner and Hooch.
I love that movie. I just think, and I think that might be part of it. Is
But
that
see, but
you
a
don't
movie
have
like
that
Turner and
stuff.
Hooch, unless it was an animated movie, they would never make the live action version
You're
of
right.
that movie anymore. They
I
would do
think-
it. They would do it as like a Pixar movie.
Because we've gotten too busy. Like people don't appreciate simplistic things anymore.
No.
Unless it flies or makes a noise or you have
No,
to
that's
plug
true.
it in. Nobody wants to play with it.
Well, it's funny how, like, even last year, I was working with a dude who he was, I think, 24, and he'd never seen Breakfast Club. And there's another dude who I worked with who was my
That's a
age,
travesty.
say he was 32, 33. And he said, well, he's not going to relate to even though he's 10 years younger than us, he said he's not going to relate to the Breakfast Club in the same way because those archetypes kind of don't exist the way they did when we were younger. He said he's not going to relate to it the way we did because we grew up in that era.
I don't think they do.
think so because
I
it's
don't
not
think
like
so.
the nerd, the popular guy. Everyone's just kind of the same now. I don't notice those kind of social groups existing in high school.
derivation.
Like
It's
they
just
used
the
to.
same
Started to
person.
flip-flop after a while.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Because at one point in time, nerds are popular, and then jocks are popular, and then hipsters now are popular. It's
So there's a person
like
in the studio
shifting.
making-
Everybody gets their moment in the sun.
time goes on.
yeah, it's like a giant cliched shift.
It's very equal opportunity
Hey, our
nowadays.
turn.
So shouldn't we remake the Breakfast Club every 10 years then?
No.
No.
For
Yeah.
like to match the generation?
Don't put that out into the universe.
Yes.
It's too late. It's going to happen now.
That
Yes.
random voice that just piped up everybody is Anthony, who works here at the studio, who just
Hi.
wandered in. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. You got,
Sup,
something, you got
Anthony?
something to say?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Nice.
You just get to watch. You just get a front row seat.
Front row seat.
That's
There it
You can
is.
parrot what I say. There we go. It's a winning combination.
I like it.
So, me too.
Like the Breakfast Club, though.
Who doesn't? See, and how old are you?
22.
And
God.
it applied to your high school
See,
experience,
I
right?
just-
Because you
I
just
just-
went to high school.
Yes, I did. I just talked to a dude who's
This morning.
29, and he's never seen the Breakfast Club
That's stupid.
See, I don't get it.
or 16 Candles, and I've seen both of those movies.
And you love him, right?
Heck yes.
Good answer.
I get that you're in there, but that's just stupid.
What?
You got to see that movie, man.
Wait a minute. Hang on. In Mission
Which one?
Control.
16 Candles?
No,
Our
Breakfast
engineer,
Club, I said it was
Cheyenne.
stupid.
No, I've seen it.
All right,
Trust
good.
me.
Okay.
We just did a skit from the show before.
Okay.
You guys are hearing that
part
too?
where do you remember the part where
yeah.
he's peeing and he goes where he goes
John can relate.
There's a lot of peeing tonight.
peeing
See in a
time.
parking
Lot
lot
of
in
peeing.
downtown LA.
Hey, he's not even homeless.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go on.
That part where he goes, I need to pee. He goes, well, you gotta go. And he's all like, you drop one drop and it's done. He goes, no. If you keep talking, it's gonna creep up. I love that part.
But it's all the John Hughes stuff.
It's just simple.
I think so. Even let's stick with John Hughes. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Cutting school for a day. That's it. And it's such a straightforward concept.
Do kids even cut school anymore? Is that a thing?
Oh yeah.
I feel like
No,
it's
but the
more
problem is, like,
prominent now.
Did
Their
also that
parents
make
do
me
it for
old
'em.
just now to say that?
Except for there are more gates now around schools if you look around.
See,
Oh, that's
to be
true.
true,
You gotta go
because
through
of
metal
Ferris-
detectors and set
because
shit
of
off.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off, they actually invented the day called Senior Ditch Day.
Senior
the
Cut
reason
Day,
why
yeah.
is because of
Oh,
that.
we had that when I
We
was
had that.
when in
But
high
that takes the
school,
fun
too.
out of it because if it's planned,
Right,
you're
it's
not
planned. They're
rebelling.
like, then
You know
see
what I
you guys
think?
tomorrow, and then nobody shows up, and they're like, "Mo, you guys,"
On a Friday.
and you're like,
Yeah.
"Fuck
I
off!"
haven't.
It's
I
a
don't even
Friday.
know. Yeah, I don't even know when the last time was I
shut
heard
up.
like a parent playing with their kid, like playing hooky. Ever
Yeah.
do that
Oh
when
my
you were a
god,
kid?
hell
Played
yeah.
hooky.
Oh yeah,
And it was like a
definitely.
special
Where-
thing. My mom would be like, "Do you want to play
Yeah.
hooky?" What?
It was like, no way, for real.
Are you
That was a big
serious right
deal.
now? Because if you
is it my
say that
birthday?
word
Don't
and
mess
you
with me, Mom.
don't do it, Mom, don't
Yeah.
do it. She'd be like, "I'm serious." I'd be like,
Don't toy with
"I'm
my
getting
emotions.
up early and we're gonna do everything."
Yep.
Can we eat some pancakes?
They don't
Let's-
play.
Let's go.
They don't play hooky anymore.
No one does hooky.
No.
No, that's because most parents are like, go to school maybe. But
Like,
my
get my
mom,
face.
my mom had to go to work, and she's
See you
like,
weekends.
I really
They're
don't
there
want to
for a
go to work
reason.
today, mijo. I'm tired. I'm sick. I really don't want. Okay, I'm like, okay, we'll make a deal. While you're calling your boss, I will act like I'm sick, and you can tell your boss that you got to take me to the hospital. And she goes, okay. She goes, and what do you get in return? I go, I don't go to school. And she goes, deal, that's done. Let's go. Let's do this. So she was literally
pretty
on a
cool.
payphone. She was on a payphone. She goes, hey, I'm sorry, boss, I can't go in. I'm like, and I said on the phone, I was
Traffic
like,
outside.
Mom, I'm tired. Yeah, there's literally traffic on the outside, and you just hear, and he goes, what's going on? She goes, I'm sorry, I can't come into work, boss. I have to go. And I'm like, Mom, I'm going to throw up right now. I'm going to throw up. And she goes, no, me, he'll go over there. I'm like, bleh, bleh, bleh. And literally, I'm just making those sounds the whole time. I'm just like, bleh, bleh, bleh. And then he's all like, wait, is that
Sounds
a
really
dying
sick.
cow or something?
Yeah, it's
Is
like,
that-
holy shit. Get that kid to the hospital. Why'd you even call? Why didn't you take him to the hospital right away?
Isn't anybody going to help that poor child?
So the
Oh,
long
that's
and
good.
short of that is that I just think people are obsessed
changed.
with other things, and
The
so
times,
now
the times
like
have just changed.
now, can you imagine that? Like, if after that little thing from Chris's friend, I don't know that you guys are going to have children, but if you do, possibly have them like sitting down with your kid and showing them the Breakfast Club in 30 years, they're going to be like, "What in the hell is this shit?"
I don't understand.
This is what I went through.
Did you ever see that
Or
it was
even
an
speaking
article on the
English at
internet
that
or like on Facebook or something? There's some family, and I forget where they are, but there's a family that only has in their house technology from the
Yes,
80s.
I saw
and
that.
they're like, we
Really?
are raising our children nowadays. Like, we're talking modern children. They are raising their kids on 80s technology. They're
Atari.
like nothing past a certain date in the 80s.
But wouldn't you like at
technology is
18
allowed.
find out what was out there and get pissed?
Oh, they know about it. They just, you can't have it in the house. It's like the house, you're going to be raised around this home based on this.
It's basically like a Hitler regime,
Yeah.
circa 1980.
But it's got to be tough when you see 8-year-olds with iPhones. How can you justify to a child why you don't think they should have one? Because a kid doesn't need a smartphone at that age.
First of all,
I had a $20
no 8-year-old.
Walkman,
Yeah, no 8-year-old.
and that was
Okay,
on the high
no
end.
person needs a phone until you are driving places.
Agreed.
Truth.
And that's it. Because I got a phone, and my mom was like, I swear to God, if I catch you speaking on this thing and driving a vehicle, I will take your car, I will take your phone, I will take your life. And that would be it. And then she'd
In that
fucking
order.
call me,
That's
and then
my
she'd
mom.
call me when she'd know I'd be
I will
driving.
take your life. Got it.
That's a smart mom.
She'd
though.
call me, and I'd be like, hello, are you driving the car right now? You called me. She'd be like, I'm testing you. Now, like, I got a cousin that got an iPhone. It was like, she was like 5, I think.
Yeah.
What the hell do you need? Who are you calling?
Exactly.
Who are you phoning?
What's worse is
right
if they're
now?
5, they have a better phone than you do, and you're like, I have a job.
Okay,
And
that's
they're,
what I
they're
said. I was
probably
like,
better at using it than you are, too.
What makes me laugh is, have you guys seen those commercials where they actually show the kid streaming live, and they show the kid having a little tablet, and he goes, oh, I've been streaming live for like the past 7 years. You're just like, dude, you're barely like 12
You're not
years
even
old.
Oh, that little dude
That
that's
makes no
talking about the
sense.
Amazon Kindle.
Oh,
Yeah, I've seen that one,
yeah.
yeah. My niece, my almost 3-year-old niece, can do things with iPhones that I don't. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What did you just?
How did you do that?
And she's like,
I just hacked into the mainframe.
I'm like, oh, you just okay? I'm sorry.
Whoa,
Like,
what?
now we have to show everybody the movie Hackers.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
'cause that's
I've seen
modern.
that movie. I love that movie.
Hackers is great.
It's making a comeback.
Is it?
It
Yeah, but
is.
even
In my house.
Hackers circa 98 was, now you look at it, it's quaint.
Come on, that's when Angelina was at her hottest. Whatever.
Was she?
It was when Matthew Lillard was
She had
the
a really
king
weird
of
head in that
Hollywood.
movie.
What do you say?
Her head was so weird.
Till
in that movie.
Scooby-Doo.
Well, her hair was a little
It was
weird,
just
but
like-
I mean, that's before she.
Well, she was supposed to
her
look
brother.
that way. That's when Hackers, that's when they didn't look like Thor, like they do in 2015.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
dare these
the
shows make
GQ
nerds look
models.
super hot? And you're like, that's not real.
I know everyone on Glee. What's that about?
I wouldn't know. I don't watch.
Why do you
no
look
idea,
like
yeah.
that?
I'm with you.
You're
What
in high
is
school.
Glee? No.
You're earning your money tonight, I think. Thanks.
No.
The thing is with Glee, you know that slushy thing?
Nope.
Nope.
I know
There's
what
a
you're
thing on
talking
Glee
about.
where
I know what
like
you're
everyone
talking
like
about.
threw slushy people's faces.
They slushy the nerds.
Yeah.
What?
What do you
If I
mean
was
they
a parent, I'd be
slushy
like,
the
They
nerds?
literally
shut this
take a
down.
slushy and throw it on them.
In their face?
In their
Or just-
face. In their face, all down the front of them, in the hallway in front of people.
Is that a thing in high school now? Or is that just on the
know.
show?
No, see,
Is
when
it?
I went
Over
to
to you,
high
over to
school-
our
good
resident
money.
kid.
when I went to high school, they actually did the thing which is called the penny, which is when you're a freshman, they throw pennies and quarters, nickels, dimes, any kind of cents they throw at you.
That's kind of funny.
Except for
I would go to
What's
go
funny is the fact that I got.
Shut up, John. Oh my god.
See, what I thought was funny is the fact that they actually threw they didn't ever threw pennies at you. They threw quarters, dimes, and nickels. I was like, they threw it at me. I was like, thanks. That's sense right there, dude. I'm gonna go buy some chips after school. Thank you.
Can you buy chips
Thank
with
you,
quarters?
for investing in me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my generation was the last generation where when
All right,
you
let me
bought
slow
something,
you down for just a second because you are not that much younger than me. So before you start talking about generations, let's slow your roll. Go ahead.
I'm the last generation where 99 cents meant 99 cents, not $1.15, not $1.05, not $1.02, 99 cents.
Unless you go to the store and then you have to pay tax.
No, even then, when you go to a liquor store nowadays, it's $1.15, $1.05 the most.
Yeah, when I went to a liquor store in high school, though,
What are
it
you
was
buying?
What are you buying at a liquor store that's $1.15? Gum?
Condoms?
No,
Don't use those.
condoms cost $3.50. No, I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
Norman. What decade do you think we're in? Who buys $1.15 condoms?
Don't buy those condoms.
I don't know.
There's one thing you invest your money in, and you don't go to the dollar store.
I'm not having
for
no
it.
babies.
I don't know about
You also
that.
don't sleep with women, but that's fine.
That's true.
Wait a minute, is this exclusive?
Sorry, guys.
Surprise.
Sorry, audience.
Yeah.
All the
Damn
women
it.
listening just turned
Yeah, they just tuned out.
I'm not
It's like,
listening to this
damn it.
anymore.
This
Stupid.
guy who said he was the most beautiful one in the room. I was so
It went
excited.
from
Yeah.
50 viewers to like 10 viewers real quick.
Yeah, we just lost 48 just now. I'm looking at the graph.
The most beautiful man in the room is
Damn
only for
it.
men. I'm sorry.
Actually, it was, Norman writes. I should hijack them, but I wouldn't do it without your permission. Norman writes these incredible diatribes on Facebook, which are so funny.
Have you received
And
a birthday wish from him yet?
My birthday wish? Or wait, the wish for his birthday?
No, like when you have a birthday
On your birthday.
and he writes you.
No, I didn't get one. You've known me for 2 birthdays, you fucker. Why haven't I gotten a birthday wish?
Because you fucked her.
I
That's
forget.
the whole thing.
Yeah. Let me finish my thought, and then I'll let you defend yourself. He writes this. I haven't posted anything in a while. I can do a Norman impression, but then I'm just really confused everybody who's listening and not watching. But it's an incredible thing about it was basically when you see a really hot guy and then he walks past, you see he has no ass whatsoever.
It's so upsetting.
Yeah.
He's like,
And you
everything's
said it's-
perfect.
it's-
You'll never
Shoulders,
let me walk
arms,
by
you
you
turn
'cause
around, you're
you'll
like,
be
it's like a
disappointed.
wall.
It's
A
incredibly
wall of sadness.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh.
It's just a surfboard.
I like to hear that
And,
that you're just like straight guys, which is like, you know, if you see a hot ass girl and you see no ass, you're
See
just
a
like, no,
tabletop.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
it's bad. I agree with that.
Tabletop.
But
Got single tier.
sure, tabletop
Sad.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
disagreeing
okay.
with you
I
at
thought-
all.
I thought that was new for you. Anyway, at the bottom of this whole thing, I just left a comment on it like, wait, you're gay? Like 9 people liked it. Because
Wait, let's just clear something
Norman
up.
is, yeah. Like, wait a second.
I could pass her straight, right?
I get through 8 paragraphs.
Norman, give me
What's with the
give me your straight.
Norman, here, hit on me. Let's pretend we're at a bar and you're hitting on me.
Oh, this will be brilliant. Wait,
no, my
John
God.
Anthony,
come on.
we're all going to shut up.
I don't even know.
Go ahead.
Hey.
You know karate because your body's kicking, girl.
No, because she would kick you. She would kick you.
That's
Okay,
true.
Norman, let's hear it. Pick up Candace at a bar.
Let's hear it. Action.
Hey, girl. Drink my dick.
But he says that and he covers it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would hear the last part, though.
Come
I said
again?
to myself.
No, just once.
Really? The first one.
That's where you draw the line? John, try to pick up Candace. Go. Action.
It would be like this. Now.
How's that working for you?
You know, I have yet to try it.
I can't help but notice you
Can I
showed up
share
alone
with-
tonight.
Can I share with you the worst? So I wrote a pickup line one time, right?
Oh God.
One time.
I wrote a pickup line
Only one time.
I think it's the worst pickup line ever,
Okay.
or
The best.
the best pickup line ever.
Let's hear it.
Let's
you
hear
go
it.
up to you go up to a girl at a bar.
Wait, look at Candace. Look at
Okay,
Candace.
Candace is gonna go like this. You go up to a girl and you say something like this. So here's the deal. You're gonna give me your number. Deal. And that's it.
And then you leave with one less ball. And you can
But you set it up like there's a second part of the deal. There's no second part of the deal.
Hey, when you
Cheyenne,
decide to
give me-
try that
Give me your
out,
number or deal.
let me know what bar you're going to because I'd like to see that.
I think it would be
in real
hilarious.
life.
I think we need to make this like a candid camera.
Should we try to we'll cut to a segment like Man on the Street?
I think so.
Then it cuts
How to
guy
pick
at
up
the bar.
chicks
Now,
with John K.
Here's the deal. You're going to give me your number. Deal. Norman is not entertained.
Can we just call this segment "How to Spend the Night with Your Hand"?
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
I'm going to say no
Yeah.
to both of you. Thank you.
That's great.
Yeah, I'd agree with
I
that.
respect your decision.
It's okay, but you're both lovely people
You're a strong female.
who
And I
likes
get that.
strong.
Independent female don't need no man. Literally. Just
Literally, in this case, no.
I have to say, Candace and Norman arrived at the studio together, and John and I started walking in, and the two of them just sitting in the car, catching up, which is fine because you guys can see each other's regularly. So
That's what they call it these days.
and well, we're walking away, and I said, I guess they're not going to follow us in. I guess they'll just come in later. And John says, I don't want to know what it came in unless we were talking about in the car alone. So forget it. Let's go.
Our dreams, John.
Yeah.
We have feelings too.
Well, we were
Probably
wondering if the
the
It's
scene
not all
Okay,
unicorns pissing
Since
rainbows.
you're gay, I would like to see you hit on him and see how would you do it if he was in a bar.
He wouldn't hit
that's
on
good.
him in a bar. It's not his type.
You know why he wouldn't? Tabletop. Tabletop right there.
That's a nightmare.
That actually might be a completely true story.
You turn around and show the camera your lack of ass.
Wait,
your
let
white
me see. I
ass.
didn't look at your butt.
Would
Let
you
me see your
mind?
butt.
I can't get the good angle.
We want to get YouTube viewers. So
I don't want to see your butt. Show
See,
me your
you-
butt.
See that? Do you want me to like pull it down?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You
Worse
don't
is
know.
when the pants
He
is so
literally
clean,
has
like,
no. He has
that's
shovel butt.
so sad.
I know.
John has.
John's got a wallet and a
Your
handkerchief in his
pants,
back pocket
yeah.
too, and
I
it's not
have
working.
no butt. Thanks, Dad.
How do you
See, thanks to my mom, I have a butt. Ask Shy. Go ahead. Ask Shy. I have a really big butt for a guy. And the only reason why is because of my mom's side of the family.
Dude,
Everybody.
Turn around.
dude, hook it up.
You can't. Yeah, we gotta know. You don't. Now don't.
No, you're sticking it out. That doesn't count.
That's not bad.
You guys say I'm
Alright.
straight.
Yeah, I
All
can't
right.
see- I can't
I'm
see
seeing it at an angle, but there's curvature.
Pull your.
No.
No,
Not
that's
even the
not that kind of show.
Gross.
Norman likes it.
It's
That's
decent.
Decent
It's decent.
on a scale of 10.
I've seen hotter.
But you still wouldn't know how to
Haven't
work
we
it.
all? Oh.
Whoa.
Okay. That'll work. Norman, how would you pick up Anthony?
Again.
It wouldn't
I
work.
would pick him up and throw him. Like, don't come back here again.
That's a cute lead, Anthony. Thanks for sitting in. We appreciate it. Good night. Good day, sir.
I feel like that if Norman were to approach anybody in a bar setting, I have a feeling nobody would say no. I feel like if Norman goes and approaches you, I feel like the person would just sit there like,
Yes.
Okay.
Norman is charismatic as fuck.
I sound like a
Okay.
That's
monster.
actually-
Like
that
I'm like
is
lure you outside and
extraordinarily
like kill
true.
you or something.
no,
Yes, yes,
I'm
yes.
saying you're magnetic, Norman. I'm saying
I
that
agree
you
with
have
that.
a tractor beam. A
Of a dick?
tractor beam.
What are you talking about?
Norman, I'm straight as an
Face
arrow.
is
and
like
I can't get enough of you. So
Oh.
I get.
can.
You're turning them. Or you're turning one of them.
I'm trying to give it a compliment.
Yeah.
If you were in the lesbian world, you'd be getting a toaster for Chris.
Are there any cool lesbian pickup lines? Because I don't think we hear those often enough. Like, is there?
You want to hear the best lesbian joke, though, that's actually the most true?
Yes, I do.
What do lesbians bring on a second date?
I don't know. What do lesbians bring on a second date?
A U-Haul.
Oh, because they're moving in together because they love each other so much.
And it's true.
That's adorable.
Because I did that with my fiance.
On your second date, you moved in together?
Hey, what's your middle name? Can we get the dresser now?
And we've been living together for 6 years.
Or you snowed in Chicago when you couldn't help
We
it?
weren't actually. Well, kind of. Actually, we were snowed in quite a bit.
And then you moved in together and you made...
We went out once.
It was true love.
And then we moved in together.
You made a
That's it.
fire in
That's
each other's
sweet.
hearts.
Oh.
Don't make fun of my romance.
I'm not making fun of it at all.
Norman, good pickup line. Have you had any good pickup lines?
Any good pickup lines?
Well, I mean, like, what's the best one that was said to you? Because I think John and I, as straight guys, we don't get hit on a lot.
I've got a couple funny ones.
Do you? Wait, lines that have been used on you. Yeah.
No,
I think there's a serious...
I don't think it really counts as a pickup line. And this happened literally like a couple months ago. I was at a concert and I was with a buddy, Garrett, and this woman just tapped me on the shoulder and I turned around and she was handing me a drink. And I was like, I'm driving, sorry. But I guess that was her. And then she tried to strike up a conversation with me, but I guess that was her attempt.
That's all you're going to get from girls. Girls aren't going to lay down pickup lines.
I know, but it was literally a tap on the shoulder and then handed me a glass once. I was like, okay, well, I guess that's your pickup line.
That's a move.
She was probably already shitty.
Thanks, Candace.
No, I don't mean it like that. I mean,
could actually be into you.
For a girl to be like, you gotta, girls don't do that very often. So for a girl to do that, they have to get a certain level of drunk to get the guts to go up to somebody.
Liquored up.
I wasn't saying that you're not adorable, John.
Who doesn't?
Whatever.
Norman, have you been on the receiving end of any good pickup lines?
No, it's all how big's your dick, how big's your dick, how big is your dick.
Is that all?
Okay,
is that the only question?
or what,
All
Norman?
the time, I'm like, go away.
You know, we have an incredible amount of diversity, and not even intentionally.
Go away.
If we were to focus group this show, we actually have a very diverse group, except for John and I
similar.
as white males. Yeah, straight white males. We have a gay black man and a white lesbian. So it's actually we actually have a very eclectic group here.
Yes.
Which isn't intentional.
You pulled a great sample group.
I wonder what rating the HRC would give us.
What's the HRC?
Human Rights Campaign.
Oh, yeah?
They give gay ratings.
Gatings?
Wait, there's
Gatings, if you will. Yeah. To politicians
Sorry.
and
Got us no shade.
organizations and shit. They give
the show is technically half gay, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Right now, yeah. So maybe
welcome.
Probably, yeah.
They rate on a
You
scale
are
from
welcome.
1 to glitter.
Right?
And then they tell you where
That's insensitive.
you sit on that.
We just lost points. Thanks a lot, John.
You ruined
we just lost like
everything.
5%. We just were like 60% to about 40. Just with that right there.
I'm replacing you with a Latin woman, John. A straight Latin woman.
Sassy Latin woman. Yes.
Get Sofia Vergara in John's chair.
Yeah.
Really mix it
Yes.
up. Now that John's lost those points.
That'd be
with the
lovely.
HRC.
Let's get Sophia Vergara.
Oh, I'd agree with that. Believe
Yeah.
me.
Great.
I'll just sit
in a heartbeat. Oh, you're not invited. You're fired.
Okay.
I have a weird
You
question.
can show yourself out, John.
Do it. What's the question?
Yes.
What is your biggest tangible fear? Not like I'm afraid of failing or anything like
Raptors.
that. Like physical, no,
What
shit
if,
that's
what
real.
if your failure
Like,
has materialized?
Actually,
we'll get to that.
Well, then
I'm
that
kidding, I'm
counts.
kidding.
Fine. Like your biggest tangible thing that you're afraid of.
Yeah, John.
It went straight to me.
Tell me what that feels.
I don't care who answers it first.
Biggest tangible fear?
Yeah.
Bees. Hands down.
I hope bees kill
You
you.
mean like bitches? Or bees like insects?
No, like bees.
Oh, okay.
It's because I got allergic to them when I was a kid. So anytime I saw them flying around, it used to scare the crap out of me. And even today, I'm okay with bees. It's not one of those where you're like, but every time a bee is around, I'm like, God fucking damn it.
You tense up.
So my girl is like your worst nightmare.
Like I feel like they want to fist fight me every time. It's like,
Wait, so
bother
are
me
you
bees.
still allergic if you get stung?
I don't think so. I think I've grown out of it, but it's just so deep.
That's another
in my
segment.
head.
Let's find one.
What,
Yeah,
a
let's do
tangible
see if
fear or
John
bees?
is
Okay,
allergic
let's
to
move
bees
on.
anymore.
I want bees.
In a control- we don't have the budget to create a controlled environment for insects.
All you
but
need is an EpiPen.
We're pitching ideas.
Yeah.
Right?
How about,
Okay.
all right,
Okay,
Norman,
bees.
I think it's
since you
bees.
passed the buck,
Okay.
what's your tangible fear?
Being buried alive.
That's fair.
Not about it. When I die,
many enemies
they're
do you
gonna burn
have?
my body.
God.
I mean, but
Well, I
like,
think when the
does that
gunman
count?
die.
Because like, what's the thing that you're afraid of that like you might encounter?
I know mine.
That's not a
Encounter?
tangible fear.
I don't. Mine,
Be
mine
like in a
is.
box
I mean, I guess,
somewhere,
like-
be like closed off and
Okay,
like
so
locked
is
and
it
dying
closed
there.
spaces or just someone putting you in a box and burying?
I mean, who isn't afraid of being buried alive? Honestly, I don't
Right.
know
I
if
mean,
that's
I don't
good.
know that anyone
that's
sitting
a
at
good
this
one.
table would be like, meh.
All right, mine's easy. And
I
mine,
don't know.
mine
Just
has
weird.
mine has happened to me. Which is choking because it's frightening.
Okay.
Because it happened to me a couple of years ago.
Was it
ended up
during
being-
sex?
And you just
No.
immediately go into panic mode. It starts going down. You're like, I'm dying.
Yeah, no,
This
well,
is
you
it. This
because
is it.
no, I ended up in the emergency room because of it, which was an ulcer that was on my esophagus.
Oh,
There's a whole
jeez.
Was it a
podcast
hooker?
episode about it. No, it wasn't hooker.
Are you sure?
It was spaghetti.
Abalo choked on a hooker.
Spaghetti. The biggest hooker of
If
them all.
I had a nickel
For every
fucking hooker that I choked on, let me tell you, I have my own goddamn radio studio. No, that and it's already
That's
now
a
does that
scary
it's
thing.
happened to
That
me, but
counts.
it's something
That-
that can
that absolutely counts.
can happen in a moment, and
Yeah.
it's fucking frightening.
sure.
It's just not you because you don't think about breathing; it's subconscious. So when you lose it, it's horrifying. When it's just when you just can't do that thing that you just
Your eyes just instantaneously like,
yeah, it's
I'm going down.
yeah,
Yep.
and you could- and it's, you panic, so you get tense anyway, so it exacerbates things. And yeah, I have to say that's my biggest one, and because it's already happened to me, which I think the things we fear most are the ones that happen to us before. But, unlike being buried alive, but
I mean, look, I respect that. That is
It's
a
only
fear.
happened to me 4 times.
I get it. It's a fear. I get that.
we dug him up to be here
Think
this
about it all the
weekend.
time.
Candace, it's your turn.
Yeah,
I think I have a tie between
Okay.
birds.
You're afraid of ties?
I'm afraid
Yeah.
of. Yes, it's
like,
a
I
guy
hate-
thing.
I hate wearing ties.
And I hate bow ties. Birds. I'm terrified of birds.
what?
Okay, bees. Why don't you calm down?
Yeah, but I mean, like, what
Bees
about
sting
just
people and they hurt.
When I was
Birds don't
10
do
years
shit.
old, listen, when I was 10 years old, I went to sit on a tree branch because I lived in Georgia and they have these giant oaks that have these branches that sit on the ground. So I went to sit on a tree branch and a crow, I'm talking a fucking crow, landed on my head and poked a hole in my scalp. And my grandma
What?
that
Is it
hates
still
me
there?
laughed at me while I ran away crying. Fuck birds. They're the spawn of the devil.
This sounds
Fuck
like a
them.
child's horror story.
It is. It's like
Yeah.
the next Stephen King movie.
I'm so
Or
curious.
it's that
Alfred
simple
Hitchcock?
premise movie that John's been looking for.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh my God.
That's the worst movie I've ever seen.
Nailed it.
Life.
So
Scary.
wait. Did you say a crow poked a hole in your head?
He pecked a hole in my scalp. I had a little hole and it was bleeding. When I was 10. I was 10, man. Come on. That bird was half my size.
Was that one like jab, or were you sitting there with
it
No, I'm
pecking
talking
away?
like, I'm
as
talking
like
I
a
was like,
woodpecker.
I was,
Okay.
you know, and the bird was like kept going. And then fucking finally,
woodpecker.
like my mom came over and was like,
Knocked the thermos off the table. And that scared the bird away.
my mom came over and was like, "Ah," and then I was just crying and I had blood coming
Did you
from.
have food on your head?
No, I sat on a tree branch and apparently the crow was like, no, bitch. So I said, fuck. Actually, I was 10, so I didn't say that. I cried and said,
What's the second one? then?
clowns.
Why? Why are people afraid of clowns? That's one I never understood.
You're a grown person putting a face full of makeup on and dancing around in clothes too big for you.
We
What's
live and
wrong
work
with
in
you?
Hollywood. That's every day.
No.
But aren't
what we
clowns
all
even
do.
shunned in Hollywood? Isn't that a...
No.
See,
It's
that's what I like.
variations on a
And
theme.
clowns
Making it.
started as
Coming out
such an
again.
innocent,
Yeah, no,
enjoyable
what?
thing for children, and it turned into the most menacing thing.
So scary.
For women,
So scary.
almost every woman I know is terrified of clowns or freaks out with clowns.
So creepy.
See, I think for me, I know
I wish I'd
more
worn a
guys
Kiss
that are
t-shirt.
afraid of clowns than girls.
Really?
Yes.
What's the rationale for that?
No idea.
I don't have a rationale for that one. My mom had to make me leave a party at Pizza Hut when I was 4 because there was a clown, and I was like, no. Immediately, I was like, we're leaving.
You were a troublesome child. I guess.
I was an annoying kid, but it was
would've been by
fine. I was
clowns and
cute.
birds.
Did you say where were you when you
Pizza Hut.
A Pizza Hut? Oh, okay.
That one I've gotten a grasp on. Like I can.
Why was a clown at Pizza Hut?
It was a birthday party.
Was it-
I've
Sounds
gotten
like a
a grasp
pretty
on that one.
cool-ass birthday
That
party.
one, I'm not so
Third-party
bad about.
contract.
I can be around clowns now, but birds, I'm still trying to.
You're
grasp.
still reluctant.
I had to go
That's
through
why you
an
moved to where there are palm
estuary
trees.
through a zoo
Really?
one time, and I had a panic attack. I was at the San Antonio Zoo, and to get from one side of the zoo to the next, you have to walk through this open air estuary. And my friend was like, "Let's go," and I was like, I'm done. My zoo experience is over. And he was like, "You're being stupid. Let's go."
You can airdrop me outside
There
the
were
exit.
children enjoying the birds, and I ran through like a fucking asshole. I was like, get out of the way!
How old
And
were you when this
running.
happened?
Oh, 22. It's fine. I have no shame in this shit, you guys. Whatever.
It's real fear.
That's awesome.
I respect that.
I'm fine with it.
And you, Chris?
I said choking.
He said choking.
Yours was buried alive. Do you have
Oh,
something
I didn't
that
really
is...
like believe it though.
Yeah, do you have something
No,
that's like
I'm
real?
being serious. Do you have a real one or...
Like
There has
buried
to be-
alive is
there
real,
has to be
but like
something.
something that is like
Tabletop ass.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm scared of
Flat
all
ass.
white men are going to have flat
I like
asses.
flat
It
asses.
scares the shit out of me. What?
There goes that. Was it HRC? Is that the
HRC.
Group? There goes that
Again,
rating.
we lost more
I can
percentage
hear it
points.
dropping.
Is it never being able to marry Lee Pace?
That's such a sad future.
That is really sad.
Is he gay or is he straight? I'm asking because I don't know.
It's not well
Is
known.
it declared?
But he's gay. He likes the boys.
I think somebody outed him on Lord of the
Like on
Rings.
accident,
On
but-
an accident purpose, yeah.
Doesn't matter.
No, I don't know. I never even...
He's not ever discussed it, but he did a fantastic movie where he played
Soldier's Girl.
Soldier's Girl.
So
It's fabulous.
good.
Guardians
Yeah.
of the Galaxy.
That's where I first heard of him. I
Also-
didn't even realize he was in Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit or
What's wrong
whichever
with
ones. I didn't... Well, I'm not looking at dudes' asses.
Lee
I'm not
Pace.
judging where I spend my entertainment dollar.
He's so.
You're just avoiding the fear question. Ask
Yeah.
the
Answer.
Oh.
Give us a...
The only thing I think of is when I was a kid, I was afraid of alligators.
Okay, that's fine.
Wait.
Totally.
I mean,
In my
there
mind,
are-
I had a really bad experience with an alligator when I was a kid.
I was like deathly afraid.
It's got to be because
Okay,
of
that's
the
fair.
human to alligator ratio in Washington and California, right? Is that what it's based on? Because that's just as rational as being buried alive.
You know what? They're there, okay?
At least it's a thing. At least it's a thing that you could
I'm
encounter.
afraid that
Okay.
an alligator is going to come in my
Like,
room in the middle of the night.
it would be weird
touch
if you,
me
like-
inappropriately.
Compared to birds and bees, alligators.
Wait, okay, fine. When the,
Okay,
when the
I'm
Cape
not
Road
making fun of you, so ease up on the birds, man.
when the Cape Road show happens, we're going to a zoo that has alligators, birds, and bees.
Yep.
And I'm going to sit back and sip
I'm
a
not
cocktail and laugh
going.
my ass off.
Nicolas Cage, dude. The bees.
Yes.
Freaking out. She's going to be
I'm gonna be
reenacting something from the
shit-faced.
birds.
I mean,
And
shit.
Caleb a hooker choking Chris Aballo.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's some fucking spaghetti.
Not again.
Can we just put,
Shoveling spaghetti down his
Yeah, I'm
throat.
duct taped to a
can we
chair.
put Norman in a casket in a lake full of alligators?
Yeah.
Do you want me to have a heart attack and just die?
No, I'll
Can
save
we
you.
bury?
we
Can
wanna-
we bury you in an alligator suit too?
Wait, so
Or is
leave him
that-
alone?
I would come back to life and hunt you down.
Yeah.
And
gonna
kill
do
me
that
with a
anyways.
us. That
I'm
would
gonna
be,
do that anyways.
this would be an amazing reality show. This would be like a Fear Factor version where you don't eat nasty bugs.
It's just a snuff film. No.
I can get behind that.
It wouldn't even have to be a
gonna
competition.
die.
It'd just be like, let's see where the conversation goes and what kind of dumb shit we can do.
I think so.
A plus.
So, well, listen, if people are watching it too, well, I have to say for the video debut of the show, like a proper show, this has actually been very visual.
It was a visual
I have to
day.
say, it wasn't,
I knocked this
it wasn't
thing over, John
intentional.
showed
We
his
didn't
ass.
we didn't talk about what we were going to discuss on the show beforehand. It's just been quite visual, I have to say.
Just hookers and pickup lines.
There it is.
Right?
And asses.
Well, that and asses, and flat Caucasian asses.
Lack of asses.
I'll give you the greatest line.
You
Ready?
people.
Okay.
Oh God, here
You
it
ready
goes.
for this? You can use this.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks.
You know-
I'm going to use it so much.
You know, you look a lot like my first wife, and I've never been married. Bam.
I've heard that one.
It sounds like you murdered somebody.
Well, 3 times.
No.
Yeah, you're like Stanley Tucci.
Are you-
You look like my next ex-girlfriend.
The lovely bones.
Oh, right. Okay,
picking
I
up
just heard
children
someone talk
when I
about
do
that. Yeah. And the show
thought it
goes
was good.
dark in the last 2 minutes.
That's it.
Congratulations.
This was enlightening.
In
ruined
reference point to
everything.
Norman's
Again.
being buried alive, though,
Yes.
apparently in Russia they do this thing where it's supposed to be like really healing, where they bury a grave and then they put you in this big plastic sheet and put a hose in your mouth and then bury you alive.
Wait, it's like an extreme spa.
Yes, and you're breathing out of a hose.
Are they making psychopaths over there?
No,
What does that
well,
mean?
it's Russia, of course.
Camp goes to Russia.
Norman in Russia.
This is happening.
It's cold.
Is that a spa for them?
I don't know. It's on the
warm
show
and
that I've been
alone?
watching
Case.
on YouTube. That's hilarious.
Chris Aballo's Serbian experiment. This is going to happen.
No,
This
I'm
is
not
gonna
going to
happen.
Russia.
Don't you dare.
Russia hates the gays.
Ever do that to
Oh,
me.
yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah, I'm not trying to do that.
Oh, well, you two would be easy
I'm
pickings.
gay and black. I can't go anywhere.
That's even in 2015. Norman, and you have to answer. I know. It sucks. I hate being here. Why do you guys keep telling
What
me
is
you need
this?
to be
What's
on
the
the show?
question?
I'm not an actor. You have to pick between John and I who's a better ass.
I don't look at your asses.
That's a fucking lie.
Show me your ass, Crisabello.
This is getting serious.
And I want to make sure everyone knows that Crisabello's sister's in the other room.
It's his.
Let's see.
Dude, I'm going to vote for you.
Sorry, John, but Chris wins.
I understand completely. I understand.
Congratulations.
My butt's not my best asset.
What is?
My best
Your puns.
Oh my God. I was hoping you would mention No one say anything. No one say anything.
Get it to end.
That's the moneymaker.
We walked right into that one.
Sweet
We
Lord.
absolutely walked into that
That's
one.
the
damn it.
moneymaker.
Not your ass, your brain.
Well, you've heard it here. A gay black man has said, I have the best ass in the room. So, ladies, you can follow me on Twitter at Crisabello.
Out of two people.
Shut the fuck up. Let me have my moment.
Also, I'm here.
Well,
Who's a better
best ass in the room, of course.
Well, obviously.
Not really.
Because you have the hourglass figure.
You have a better ass than I do.
My ass is banging.
Okay,
just so you guys
your
know.
no ass is much better than mine.
It's amazing.
Sada, John, and I. Do you have a vote or no?
It's unanimous.
I'd say yours.
Yeah.
It's you.
John,
It's you.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. It's
He's
fine.
just got a little booty.
It's fine.
It's like a ghostless back there.
It's cute. It's just small. Okay.
Wow. On that note, now that I'm on a high.
Take that one to the bank.
That's
Follow,
right.
Take that one to the bank.
We're going to do this again next month. I really would like to do this as long as we can make it work. We would like to do this once a month with the four of us because it's a blast and we have a lot of fun doing it. And if you all like it, tell us. Give the video a thumbs up on YouTube. Please do share it on social media. Spread it around. If you enjoy this and you want more of it, then we'll make it happen because I enjoy doing it. These guys enjoy being here, and we're happy to give you what you want on this show. And you can follow Candace on Twitter and Instagram at LeShark26. It's LE Shark26 because no one's afraid of sharks. Norman doesn't want to be bothered.
Leave me alone.
John, you like to plug your social media?
Instagram. Hey, it's John K.
Yeah.
Just pictures of
Wait, also you should check out on Funny or Die. John and I just did a super great film called Man's Worst Fear.
That's right.
Everyone watch it by Twandang. It's hilarious.
Man's Worst Fear.
It's about a guy whose dick falls off. Just watch it.
Truth.
Yeah, that's the real worst fear. That's the one we didn't cover.
There it is.
And we didn't even cover it.
Next time.
And like Crisabello's podcast experiment on Facebook. And follow the show at Cape Pod on Twitter and Instagram. And give the show 5 stars on iTunes. Please do. And once again, spread the video around and share with your friends. And we will be giving you more every week. And these 3 will be back as often as possible, everybody. So thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate your laughs, guys. Thanks for being here again.
Thank you.
It was
Thank you
hilarious
for
as
having us.
always. So that's it. And until next week, for Candace, Norman, and John, this is Crisabello, and this was yet another experiment.
Stone Groove, my man. You are the most righteous. Yeah, right. Just get the fuck out, man. Let's go. Shit. Come on. And be quiet out there. My neighbors asleep. They work too.